Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails Through Daybreak Part 93. In the previous video, we finished exploring the Basel place at night. I mean, this is Basel, but like the Institute of Learning Good. Dude got kidnapped, now we're gonna maybe look for Dude, but you know, it's not like high priority or nothing. What up? Workers everywhere have been grumbling about problems with their orbital equipment. Hope they get that fixed soon. It's been a headache for my husband too. He came into work and the machines at his workshop just wouldn't work. I mean, it's called a workshop, not a not workshop. You can start laughing any second now. What you doing here? What's all the nuts and bolts there? Are you modding your car? Modding sounds so illegal. I'm just tuning it. Don't get me, Capcom. I can't beat you just by being a better driver. I need a better car too. Not very good at tuning either. Remember when you tried to fix the radio that one time? Shut up! You said you wouldn't talk about that again. Besides, your dad's workshop's been helping you with your car too, haven't they? It's only fair I get to work on mine. No, I don't mind my cards one bit. I thought I told you that. But you don't? Then how do they just... Did you really draw them that good? There's only 2 buttons. What's the point of buying a win when you can earn it instead? You're telling me I never stood a chance? All things equal, she still beats me. Also, why are you wearing a collar, lady? Why does everybody in this damn series wear a collar? I'm just wondering. That's some sort of statement. Like, Shingnon won't move a reg. Julie went to go check out the weapons shop and he hasn't come back. Is it just me or am I the only one actually trying to study stuff here? Anyas, what's your take? Huh? Who are you? Damn, thwarted again. Julie was telling me that honesty is what girls like. That you gotta be yourself, you know? Makes a lot of sense. From this day forward, I'm gonna be the most honest guy you ever seen. Yep, so honest. You know, I was talking to the store manager a second ago, right? He said the latest consumer model orbital cameras can take video too, like movie cameras do. I'm sure the quality's not as nice. Gotta make concessions for consumer grade stuff, but man, what if I could make my own homemade movies? Hey, did you hear? There's a new homemade movie! I can't believe you could just do that. I'm hyped out of my mind. Be wary, world. The world's shittiest movie's about to be made. No offense. Just think about it. My own movie! Recorded and directed myself! Wait, is it really only the top-end cameras that can do that? And they cost how much? Oh god, it's gonna go mad. I gotta make hands on one of those, but how? You got 5 fingers. Everybody else is modding their cars, but nope, it was just me all along. I mean, I think this million drive a car like that with no mods at all. It just doesn't make any sense. Maybe you're installing them wrong. Maybe you got your load order messed up. Guys at Dad's workshop have been teaching me about what parts do and how to mod stuff. It's really cool. But modding an RC car to be faster is kind of lame, so I keep it stock. I want to win fair and square. I mean, fair. That's pretty fair. Distribution network seems really unstable right now. I'm worried it might affect our tuning service. Did some digging and I confirm it's not just us, the whole city's running into issues. I contacted HQ about it, but they said they don't have a timetable. We might have to put them in the hot seat if this keeps up.
Hello there.
Since the system's messed up and you buy a quartz, there's like a 25% chance it just disappears into the ether and they take your money. Okay, Quatre, are we gonna try and use you? I don't know. I mean, I kind of do just for variety's sake, but God, setting up people's quartz is not something I want to do. And his quartz setup does seem really bad. I mean, I guess it's not his fault that Earth is still dog water as like an element type. have an... Do you...
See
what do
you
you even
again.
have, sir?
Hello there.
Okay, you don't even have an action 2. That's cringe. Got a lot of EP, though. He's very, very EP, as they say. Honestly, you don't really need the EP cut 2 with your thingamawhat's-it, but what else are you going to put here? Could reduce the time to cast space arts. Oh, you already have an EP cut 2. Well, that can be something else. Freeze? How about you freeze this? So you're already earthy. Very, very earthy. This is on defense, though. Avenging arts. Chance of countering with arts after successfully evading an art. Yeah? You don't really sell any, like, space stuff that's any good, right? Not really. Not really.
See you again.
Not really at all, you could say. Actually, I
Hello
forgot.
there.
I'm not done. What am I looking for? Oh, we didn't buy an action 2. You have a cast 1 or a cast 2. That's pretty cheap, whatever.
See you again. Hello there.
Sorry, you keep baiting me. I keep forgetting that I have to stay in this menu to make changes. Okay, you do have a cast 2. Do I want an action here? Yeah, sure, whatever. Well, we could put it here. I would get your chrono boost when you're using a time art attack. Do you have any time art attacks? Nobody knows. That's the funny thing about it. Nobody knows if he has a time art attack. You don't have a mind equipped. Can't. Never mind, you do. Never mind that. Get it? Get it? I just don't know what else to fucking equip on you, man. Now, you don't have any time or space arts. Yeah, that's a slight issue. Well, wait,
See
do we
you
even
again.
want that plugin
Hello
there?
there.
Really, we probably want something different. None of these are really speaking to me. Didn't we get something that had like a bunch of slots, I thought? I guess it was this thing on Rosette. Oh, yeah, the quartz hat. Stone. Dang old stone. It gives you aura breath to roll. Honestly, maybe we'll give you Albion. No, you don't really have Mirage stuff. What do you have equipped currently? Just fire and garbage? Fine garbage, fine garbage. Okay, yeah, because you can set plugins from here, but you can't set ordnance because reasons. Yes. What do we want you to have? You have Chrono Drive already, you got Shadow Spear, you got Acid Cloud, you got Obsidian Ray. We give you that, and can we buy like a space art? What? There's gotta be a modified ordinance, of course. Of course, everyone knows. Yes. We have the greatest UI, great, buddy boy.
See you again. Hello there.
If you could do that via that
See you
menu,
again.
basically the game would be trash. Not a single eyewitness report either. Nobody in town saw a thing. We just grabbed some at straws here? Guess we can try the workshop here in the airport? I don't know. Guess Blanca's right. There's always a stone unturned. Let's split up and do another comb through. Wonder if Melvin's got any leads yet. We should meet back up soon. Yeah, we've added a new name to the rotation. I heard there was an incident at the Institute. The police were asking around about information and eyewitness reports. We have logs of everyone's aerotram trips from the certification cards. You scan it and get on and off. But we couldn't find anything that might relate to the incident. That's why we couldn't be any help. Oh yeah, there's still the store people. The secret store that nobody knows about. Oh, there's also apparently somebody over there. I'm not too familiar with Vern weapons myself. Interesting. I've slung some Erebonian makes, and compared to those, these are much lighter and easier to carry. Brother, the sword's taller than you are. I guess they got some of the bulk in exchange. Don't imagine they have stuff like the two-handers my grandfather used. Bit of a shame. You're literally... What the... Sir! If you would direct your eyes forward instead of glancing, you would see a weapon that is as long as you are. Kid knows his stuff. Not every day you meet a two-hander specialist. What I heard, Julian hails from a line of renowned Erebonian swordsmen. Ain't that renowned? I ain't heard of him. So he looks the part. What are you talking about him? He looks like the most normal-ass person you've ever seen. He screams NPC. There's something strange about him, though. Can't put my finger on it. Incidentally, Ren made for the artisanal district, right? Maybe she's thinking to buy Tito a souvenir or something. I feel like I owe her one as well. She was a huge help last year. Tita, that name rings a bell, but I can't place it. Fake fan, fake fan. Store's been hit by this orbital instability business too, so I went ahead and double checked our wiring. And as expected, our setup's perfectly fine. Something bigger going on in the city. Our manager's talking with HQ and trying to get it fixed, but outside of that, there's nothing we can do.
Do you know what you want?
I want your shit to not cost so much money.
I hope to see you again.
Not from Le Mans, you see. It's a nation rich with lakes and gorges. Us fishing is a popular hobby there. I started early myself. I know I'm in denial. I know it's not healthy for me. The truth hurts more.
Alrighty.
So, I don't want to be a backseat fisherman because everyone knows they hate backseat fishermen. Have you thought about putting a line on your rod? I feel like that might help. With reeling in the big one, is if you actually like had something for the fish to touch. Oh, okay. I mean, if you don't want the advice, that's fine. Ooh, a side quest. It was that dude who was like, I need help with something. I don't remember. I'm not important, so that wasn't added to the long-term memory banks. Professor Callahan's undeniably smart, but all the same, he has a bad habit of panicking and rushing into bad decisions. That's always been his weak point, really. He has trouble stepping back and clearing his head.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever you say, old lady. Anya just doesn't care. Just got back from a delivery to the Institute, but it sounds like something big went down there. The heck did I miss? I was in the Special Research Building. I heard average Joes aren't even allowed in there. Now, slightly above average Joes, yeah, maybe they could make it in. Don't want to be a thorn in their side while they're dealing with it. What's a delivery boy to do? Actually, you're a delivery man. It's in your name. Guess I'll just have to sit tight for now. Maybe get the supplies to someone in charge.
Indeed.
What are we reading, man? I'm already trying to find this dude's thing. Special report on something. Rosette, could you get out of the way? We're not that type of channel. We only try and find the real scoops. I mean, I see it says news.
Alrighty.
Nobody knows. It does like it says special report and then it's just on special report on something something. Special report on fried sausage. Alarming new reports have revealed that sausage tastes better than when cooked. We are deeply researching this even further as we speak. I've reported all this to the Edith branch and brought Zen up to speed. They said they're going to try looking into the Anchorville company for us too. I investigated them myself and learned that they've been bringing their suspicious freight truck into the city lately. Let's look into that more. Could be related to Almada's dealings with Professor Callahan? You need to be proactive here. We'll have another Thorvad in our hands. Stay sharp, everyone. Well, I mean, some might say the fact that the chapter is called Disaster Protocol means that maybe some bad shit's gonna happen, but that could be, maybe that's a misdirect, you know? Maybe nothing bad will happen. I had way too much to drink last night. It was a decent chance to shoot the shit with the artisans at least. They're a lot more relatable than I first thought. They take a lot of pride in doing their job right, just like I do. I'm supposed to be the middleman between them and the higher-ups, and looking back, I've just been pushing the higher-ups' agenda onto them. Gotta start listening to their side of the story, you know? Maybe they can do their job better that way. Man, I sat down with my son last night, but we still couldn't really see eye to eye on things, probably because I'm taller. Can't figure out kid's worth a damn. Just want to help him figure out what path he wants to take in life. Workshop will let him find what works for him. I can never get that through to him. Maybe I'm just not good to explain it to him.
Indeed.
Yep. Quatre hates you. We're browsing the artisanal district at the moment. The workshops are quite impressive. Basel reminds me a lot of Zeiss. It's this factory city over in Liberal. Yeah, I know. I'm familiar. All these engineering types remind me of a certain old fellow too. Who would that be? Fake fan spotted? Fake fan spotted? Nobody. Gotten yourselves wrapped up in yet more trouble, haven't you? Do be careful. That goes for all of you. We will. Don't worry. If we needed your help, we'll let you know. Who is this chick anyway? Suspicious with a capital S. Glad I was able to chat with Cascard while I was here. It would have been a wasted opportunity otherwise. There's something else in my mind too. Something worrying. But it could just be nothing, of course. I'll have to poke around a little just in case. Yeah, I can see how this workshop ended up the flag bearer for the whole Artisans Guild. Each of the other workshops we visited specializes in their own little niche instead of covering all the bases. It's all of them working together that makes Vern the powerhouse that it is and the city along with it. Real big on tech, isn't he? Nerd. Yeah, that's my thing. He's always had an eye for these things. As a native of Basel, I'm happy to see people learn about what makes this place so nice. Artisanal district has this unique vibe to it. It's so unlike the rest of the city. It's really charming. I wish there weren't so many stairs here. Yeah, it's kind of a hellhole. It's fun when you can't use the air trim to get around, but when you can't, it's a nightmare. I get why, but still, could they not have built the city in the middle of a ravine? I imagine getting around town was even more difficult for the cars and trams. No, that was back when they had the fucking zip line before the government got rid of it.
Okay.
One of our guests was saying that our network issues have gotten worse over the last day or so. Some people are just going off the grid altogether and staying offline until it blows over. Dang, my internet's not as good as it should be. Fine, I just won't use the internet at all. What? Ironically, our online ordering system's a bit more stable now. Guess there's less demand on the grid or something? Those two siblings are like a whole routine in and of themselves. It never gets old watching them work the floor. The network issues here have messed up my itinerary today, so I'm just standing by here. Actually, you're sitting, but go ahead. I'm not complaining. There's hardly a boring moment here with those two around. Plus, I've got my toast with its egg on it. Delicious. Championship final, Grand Circuit. Blue car versus red car. Who will win? Both have a 1 on them. Some of our guests have been talking about Quatre landing some big new project. It's a common story nowadays. There's a lot of demand for research now, and that's good for spirits and businesses both. Well, I do think we've been helping them along in our own way. Now we gotta step up our game with their projects ramping up. They gotta eat. Thanks to you, I'm the more glad I got my brother to develop that online ordering system. It's a real lifesaver. I've got a big meeting with a representative from Bern today. I really can't be bothered if I'm being honest. I agreed to the trip for pleasure first and business second. I need to at least act like I care or I can kiss any future business trips goodbye. And I can't have that now, can I? Gotta suck it up and nail this meeting. If for nothing else, for securing cushy trips like these for the future. Based. Holy shit, she's based. Okay. Yeah, I guess because dude's downstairs. But I didn't know if there was somebody else snaking around up there on the secret floor. Get interim reported.
Gotta keep this up.
Not even a dang B rank. That's embarrassing, Van. Could we go to Basel? Or the Institute of Science? Okay, yes indeed we can. Well, I guess we're supposed to go there, but I meant like other people to talk to, but presumably yes. Assuming we can navigate this mini-map. Oh god, he's very slowly running. Woo, even on a slow day I'm running all across town. Crazy thing is getting close to peak. Gilly says that the online service system is glitching out for some reason, so we're not getting as many delivery orders as today. I did think that said girlies at first. Which kind of messy. I was like, what does he mean girlies? Plus, that's my thing. Just goes to show how many people are using it. Now it's bugging out. The whole system's backed up. Technology's really taken off, but it's because of violence that it leaps like that. Road to progress is paved in blood. Crossbell last year was proof of that. Never seen anything like it in all my years. Heard Callahan was working like a man possessed in the days he went missing. Can only wonder what he was working on. Also, I don't know if I would use Crossbell last year as an example of progress being paved with blood, considering nobody got hurt. Like, at all. Like, literally nobody. There's just something about disappearance that gives me deja vu. Got a real bad feeling. I mean, I agree with the sentiment. It's just not really an example I would have used, considering it was an extraordinarily low amount of actual suffering inflicted.
The goddess of the sky is always watching over.
Always. Now that a professor from the institute went missing, I can only pray that Adios extends her guiding hand to them. Maybe it was part of her will that she gets kidnapped. You trying to go against the goddess? I got the ground lights on speed dial, lady. I'm far from an expert on the city and its customs, but I believe the goddess's light shines brightly here all the same. I will pray for the professor's safety today.
Very well.
What if the goddess doesn't want him to be safe? You will be smited, okay? I'm just saying you can't. I mean, we do this bit at least once a game, but you can't have it both ways. Either they intervene and everything can be solved via them, or they don't do shit. Or, you know, because it's like, they can't only be responsible for the good stuff. If they're intervening, then you gotta assume at least some of the bad shit that's going on is the dang old, you know, insert God here. They're doing that shit on purpose. I heard about Professor Callahan's disappearance as well. I asked the congregation to share any hits towards his whereabouts. I haven't learned anything so far. Did also hear that he had mistreated his assistants. Hope it was only coincidence. The assistants look exhausted whenever I'd see them, but I was wrong, I see. Or I had hoped. Guess we'll kind of like a weird time because like we're gonna because we can go to Basel and talk to people. Because I was gonna say we don't really have enough NPCs to fill out the rest of the video, and I don't want to like half start the side quest. But we'll try and finish most of our NPC talking, and then we'll do our side quest, or potentially 2, since Basel's also marked, or the Institute is marked as having one. Thanks so much for letting me come along for this delivery. Is that the top secret project over there? That's so cool. It's legs. He's a boy like a big old puppy. Even the small stuff on this job is serious business, you know? Gotta make sure we do a step right. Top secret. Can't get any civilians just looking in on it or nothing. I already feel nervous saying, you know, a bit prior like that already. I can stop making you nervous. You'll let me on? I just gotta get better, right? I guess not the wrong way to take what I said. Just start looking for you leap. Gotta stop charging blindly into things, bud. Man, I'm really dying to take part in that project. Gotta hurry up and get to smithing. Well, sweet doesn't like my work though. I do kinda feel like I'm rushing things, but how can't I? He's always yelling in the background, puts me on edge. Maybe there's a time or place where it's nice and quiet. I'll try and make some stuff then. Warrior's optimism probably a bit of strength. I like what's on the bright side of things. He is having to have a habit of resting hell on everything. Makes for sloppy work. Wouldn't be opposed to letting him work on his own if he could only actually know what he's doing. My name is Boss Dowling. Tossin, if he wanted to do his best for Vern, he'd grow a damn spine. Can't know about every little under the table deal those billion subsidiaries are doing. But it's still his job to keep everything above board. Gotta stamp that crap out when he sees it. We at the Artisans Guild gonna try and crack down on Callahan. If Towson won't do it, we'll sing that blockhead down ourselves. We're starting with his supply chains. Might have shacked up in some abandoned warehouse somewhere. Tracking his purchases too. I heard what happened over the Institute. Sounds like his Artisans District is helping out however they can. I'm really worried for Quatre though. Hello, I'm Quatre. The Institute, we can't just let those goons take it over. All of Professor Hamilton's work will go to waste. Yeah, let me come along like usual. But she said today she was scared to leave me at home. Everybody's kind of sad today for some reason. Wonder what happened.
No need to be see you again. No need to be you again. No need to be you again. No need to be you again. No need to you again. No need to you again.
Some students from Artemis came by to visit earlier. Wasn't able to tell them much, but I did give them a general overview of what we do here, and I told them see you again. They were smart cookies. One of them was leaps and bounds above the others. Hard to believe she was just a student. Well, she probably drank some God juice or something. Even the supervisors were impressed. Okay. Take me to the dang old... Is there anything at the canyon?
Let's be on our way.
Anybody chilling in the old canyon? Oh. Nothing canyon-y? I guess probably one of our quests is to go kill a monster over here, since we can't explore the whole thing yet. Okay, we'll pop over here. No main story progress. Don't autoplay a cutscene, you cowards. Okay, thank you. That doesn't feel real. Special research building was attacked and now Professor Callahan's being kidnapped. I don't think this affects our work at the Institute, but I'm still worried about him. If those criminals have their eyes on the Institute, then the rank and file researchers might get caught in the crossfire. Really got to help Athena weather all this. She should be fine. I mean, she's named Athena. Can't believe they attacked the Institute. Hope it doesn't throw a wrench in my studies, but being realistic, it probably will. I gotta prove myself to my dad. I wanna hurry up and land some big project I'm proud of. I didn't want to believe it when the chief engineer and the other professors told me about it. It just didn't make sense to me. Can't help but wonder if we could have stopped this if somebody noticed his behavior sooner. Well, hindsight's 2020. At any rate, need to compile our documents on the incident and send it to the police and the guild. Isn't that kind of like their job? You know, to make reports about the incident? Man, I really screwed the pooch. Landing shooter right past me into the special research building. Investigation's still ongoing here, but I'll report whatever I find out here. Anything helps. Here you're investigating this yourself, and I see Mr. Salcion is with you too. I don't see the harm in letting you guys in, going through. Brother, you're not cut out for this shit. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can just go on through into the super secret, high, security clearance required. Really worried about Professor Callahan's disappearance. I think I speak for everyone here in saying I want to help bring him back. It is kind of weird they're having you help with the investigation, considering you're supposed to be like outside investors from a foreign country or something. Unless you tell me that was a lie and you lied to me, which is really rude, and I hope you never get better after you catch a cold, if that's the case. This theory could greatly simplify the equations we're using. I'll have to test that out of the lab. Wait, no, I forgot. It's a total mess right now. I have to wait until it's cleared up. I need to do the professor proud. I can't screw this up. You on the first floor or the second floor? Okay, you are on the first floor. I was freaking out and I saw that explosion last night. I thought my samples might have got damaged in there. They were fine, but then Professor Callahan went missing after they hit the special research building. That's even worse. He was the only one who really understood me. As a weapons designer, he appreciated the beauty of blowing things up. He was actually pretty excited about a proposal for a flamethrower weapon. Great minds think alike. I think we can go to the second floor. People said they heard all kinds of weird sounds at the Institute last night. You think what I'm thinking? At least it's been around since the Middle Ages. Those weird tales can only mean one thing. Ghosts! It's haunted, isn't it? No, there was a kidnapping, dumbass. There was an attack over the special research building last night? That's what that was? You seriously not hear about it? I swear you have the keenest ear for gossip. The actual stories fly right over your head. Yeah, but what if these ghosts that totally exist had a ship? And they used that ship to travel around and commit ghost mischief. Like, really, the building got attacked? That's the first I've heard of it. Actually, now they mention it, yeah, I think some of the professors might have talked about it or something. It's just one ear not the other ear with you, isn't it? I thought it was weird how everybody was whispering today. Now it makes sense. I had no idea about it. I overslept this morning. Last year was the gossip from last night. I just really need to start acting like an adult. She goes to the Institute of Science for crying out loud. I'm glad that Professor Cronkite and Professor Esmer are okay, at least. Don't really care about the others. Professor Callahan disappearing is just... I can't even wrap my head around it. Professor Tynes, I'm really worried about him, even before all this went down. Quatre fucking hates your ass. My heart sank when I heard Professor Callahan went missing. I hope he's alright, wherever he is. Where is he? Got a ton of computers in his lab running parallel processing on what? I don't know. That got stolen. Really, more got smashed. Which means whatever research he was doing caught the criminal's attention. That does shed some light on what he'd been doing the whole time, for better and for worse. Best of times, the worst of times. My name is Gimbat. Thought it said Grimbat at first. Felt sick to my stomach when I heard the news. I can only hope they find him safe. He used to be such a kind and compassionate man. What happened to him? What drove him to abuse the students like that? Hope he comes back safe, and I hope I get to sit down with him and find out why he's done all this. There's been a lot of grumbling about signal and power issues recently, and it got even worse yesterday. I'm in charge of the city's wiring system, and I'm pretty confident the wires aren't the problem. Something else is going on. Couldn't be me, not my fault. Still, if this doesn't let up, we'll pretty much have to investigate the grid just to save face. Hope the dang old pith veins ain't becoming sentient again. Yesterday's meeting was a wash. My hollow research is still moving along at least. Maybe Coolidge is right. Should I try having more faith in myself? I don't know. You could definitely try with writing down a little firmer on your whiteboard. Can't read none of that stuff. That would get better erasers. Maybe it's one of those things where it's like, you know, it's been used so much that the old residuals are just stuck on there forever. How's Sasha run off to? She's always telling me not to go off my own, but I guess she doesn't have to follow her own rules. Ain't cut out for this tour guide crap. Why don't you dump it all on me? How dare you? How dare you bait me? Can't believe they attacked the special research building. Sounds like it wasn't the work of that first intruder last night either. Thankfully the archives list intact. That's about all the good news. Professor disappearing's awful indeed. Indeed. I heard of Professor Callahan too. He used to have a real appetite for the books here. I'd see him here every day in the library. Started spending less and less time here and more holed up in his lab poring over his computers.
Indeed.
Yeah, there was a bit of trouble over at the Institute. Looks like CID's on the ground too, so I was wondering if you heard anything? Oh, come on, you can't do one little favor to help some frightened school children? Who is she talking to? Hard to say, can't deny I'm curious, but we got bigger fish to fry right now. I'm going over with the student council president, but I'm still really unnerved about it. Come on, won't you help out some worried school children? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the only CID people we know are, you know, Kalika and what's his name? And I figure if it was somebody related to what's his name, Van would know them. And Kalika, you know. What is this? Who is living in the quantum realm over here? Can we go outside? Oh, we can. After years of intense research, I have indeed concluded that you are a tree. Isn't an orid green navel? You don't see these growing here too often. I have to take some sample. What brought it all the way out here, I wonder? You're talking about the tree, right? Because got a few things for you. A, it was planted. B, it has to have been here for a while. It's pretty tall, so how have you not noticed it before? C, what? Perhaps the local wind and weather patterns emulate the original habitat. Oh, that's simply fascinating! Brother, they're all in a straight line. They were clearly planted by human hands. And by that I mean the goddess herself did it. Are you referring to something on the tree?
Indeed.
I'm gonna say it. The Basel Institute of Science is cooked, man. You can't trust their professors. They don't know what the frick they're doing. Okay, I can't get over to those guys without proccing the...
No, that's the wrong way.
Okay, fuck you. Well, maybe we can go straight through. We got our last couple NPCs and it'll be just in time. What? No, you cowards! I didn't ask for a dang cutscene. Hey everyone! I take it everyone you saw a request? The hell I did? No. Oh. Well, we're glad you came at any rate. How dare you? How dare you? We'd like you to help us gather materials for a new kind of painkiller. Gotcha. You're not working alone from the looks of it. Two of you are working on it together. That's right. Don't think you met him before, everyone. This is Ray. Pleased to meet you. I'm a researcher from ZCF over in the borough. Esme gave me a call asking for some help with this new project of hers, so here I am. Just flew in this morning. Got 2 Rays working on this thing. I study biology, plants. Most notable work would be the holy. He's the fucking tomato guy. It's the acerbic tomato, man. If you've ever heard of that, I don't blame you. It's flown into your radar. Hasn't really caught on in Calvert yet. Brother, you're a damn legend. I don't remember anything like that. I think I've seen it on occasion at some imported food stores. It's that really bitter tomato, isn't it? I mean, it sounds terrible. I don't know if I don't really like bitter stuff to begin with. Well, I mean, some things are okay. I mean, coffee's fine. But that's more just because it's, like, addictive than anything else. But, like, serve it. That's an ingredient in a lot of powerful foods back before the hunger strike started. I had a few of those, I think. Acquired taste, to say the least. I've heard they spread from the Liberl to Crossbelt into Arabonia as well. I've tried them once and twice, and they ain't really my thing. I'm not surprised. Serbic tomatoes are about the exact opposite of sweet. I like them quite a bit, actually. Nobody fucking asked you. Freaking tie-wearing short motherfucker. So do I. They're the perfect pick-me-up when I feel like myself nodding off. Glad I got 2 people in my camp at least. I ended up creating them by total accident in a greenhouse, if you could believe it. Imagine the shock and horror on my colleague's face when they unsuspectingly bitten of one of those for the first time. I'll treasure those memories forever. That was the impetus for my biology research. I was just drifting along without a specific focus for them, but the tomatoes saved me. Your tomatoes saved me. He's weird, right? I thought that's how all lab coat types operate. To an extent, yes, but I'd say it makes the rest of us look normal. Brother, look at what you're wearing, man. Are you really that bitter? I kinda wanna try one. So you're the botany guy, and Esmer is the bioengineering stuff. Which led you two to work on a painkiller together, then. That does seem like a bit of a leap. Got that look on your face, Quatre. You've worked it out, haven't you? Being your understudy clues me into these things. First, I think we should figure out whether or not we'll take this job before we dive into the details. Can I say no? For the first time ever, I'm gonna hold off. Because I want to end the video. Sorry, can we come back to this a bit later? Kind of busy at the moment. Of course, that's on us for giving you such a short notice, so no worries. I mean, you did bait my ass. I'm over here chilling, thinking I'm about to end the video, and then you're like, actually, cutscene, fuck you. Rude ass. Oh man, we're almost at the end. We're almost at the end of the saves. Then I'll have to go back up and start resaving over things. All these saves will be lost like memory that's been deleted. I'm Extra 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.